began selling books in the Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia on May 1st, 1985. For over 2 years, I sold books from an old railway cart and some bookshelves. In 1987, I built a new stand and bookstore at the busy 12th and Filbert Street entrance to the market. Today is the store's official opening day, Friday, August 7th, 1987. Ed Sutton, a graduate of the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, worked with me for a while. He was a great help. I set up the store as a worker-owned and operated business, but it never reached critical mass. I rallied friends and family for the opening day celebration. That's my mom, Bernice. And that's my sister, Eileen. My friend Sally Dunaway, a civil rights lawyer, is serving little Dixie cups of wine. And my friend Nancy Morgan and her barbershop quartet, 2x2, are providing the entertainment. You'll hear them warming up in the background. Do you recognize these guys? Alan on the left operated the book merchants in West Philadelphia, and John Renoski ran Lame Duck Books, a wonderful store, also in West Philadelphia. Their stores went the way of this one, more or less.
This is a lot of fun, isn't it? Isn't this great?
Ben Greenberg, an old friend and neighbor, used to grow gigantic organic tomatoes in his backyard garden long before most of us had even heard of the word compost.
This is Ben Greenberg. We grew up together since you were knee-high to a grandson.
Bill McDowell's family firm were the architects. Kevin O'Brien painted the signs and the lettering on the marquee. Nice work, Kevin. Nancy's barbershop quartet consisted of Nancy on the left, Richard, Anita with the music in her hand, and coming into view on the right, Steve.
It's you in the sunrise, it's you in my cup, it's you all the way into town. It's your sweet hello, dear, that sets me up, and it's your got to go, dear, that gets me down.
This woman just filled out a coupon for a chance to win a set of the Encyclopedia Britannica. I found out later that it was a national drawing. Apparently, someone won it somewhere. Thanks, Britannica. Nick, my cameraman, has an eye for pretty women. This one is his wife, Maureen. My grandmother, Fay Brown, is posing with her sister Mildred Frankford and my great-uncle Marty, who used to handcraft umbrellas in a shop in the Kensington section of the city.
Wish him good luck. Wish you good luck. Wish you good luck. Whoever you are.
I loved to sell books, talk to people about books, having books around. It was a great job. Laura Strakowski, my architect from the McDowell firm, worked closely with me on the design of the store. All the artistic flourishes were hers. I think she was happy to see the store built with people walking through it. Ethan Perry did all the cabinetry work, but wasn't there for the opening. David O'Neill managed the market for the Reading Company and was planning to write a book about the market, or about farmers markets. How's the book coming along, David? Book Street. That was the name of the store. I dreamt that someday I might have a 4-story bookstore in Old City, like the famous Leary's bookstore at 9th and Market. But my store would be on a street lined with second-hand shops, just like it is off of Piccadilly Circus in London, where I lived for a year, studied theater, and worked in a bookshop. All the activity in the market, all the kinds of people, all the delicious food, and even the other second-hand bookshops planted the idea in my mind of opening a store too. With all the coffee, cookies, cannolis, cakes, it would be like having a ready-made bookstore cafe. This is looking down the 12th Street aisle with Pearl's Oyster Bar on the left, and coming around across famous 4th Street cookies, and over to the Filbert Street aisle and Book Street. The Amish and Mennonites have been an important part of the market. I would see them arrive very early in the morning from Lancaster and outlying counties in their trucks laden with produce, baked goods, and poultry, and in their passenger vans to begin a long day's work. I loved not only working in the market, but buying my groceries there too, eating hot lunches, and socializing with the other merchants. There were 4 other bookshops in the market when I opened Book Street. Ed ran my favorite second-hand bookstore. It was my favorite not only in the market, but in the city. If you are a reader, or just like the feel and look of books, you are lucky if you were familiar with Ed's stand. On Saturday mornings, I loved eating a substantial breakfast at the Stoltzfus stand before beginning my own day's work. This young lady sometimes waited on me. People often stood behind those of us seated at the counter, waiting to get a seat. It was like a ritual.
French fries have a lot of salt on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it mashed potatoes.
Sure.
I'll try cranberry sauce too.
I used to joke that the real name of the market was the Reading Terminal Market. For me personally, the market was never so wonderful as when it was home to Book Street and other independent and second-hand bookshops. My store did not survive the building of the Pennsylvania Convention Center. The center is supposedly bringing new life and vigor to Philadelphia. I don't believe it.